You haven't had me on one of your records.
Yes, I.
That would be a.
No, I was on your record.
You were on my record.
For years, fans have loved watching the playful friendship between Blake Shelton and Kelly Clarkson. Whether on The Voice or during interviews, their jokes, teasing, and back-and-forth banter have always been hilarious. Many people wondered if it was all part of a TV act, or if their connection off-camera was just as strong as it seemed. Recently, Blake made a surprising comment on The Kelly Clarkson Show that left the audience speechless and fans on social media going wild. It was a moment that didn't feel rehearsed or planned, just a funny and real slip of truth that gave everyone a peek into their genuine relationship. This wasn't another Hollywood headline or PR trick. It was Blake being himself, sharing a small but powerful detail that confirmed what everyone suspected. His bond with Kelly goes way beyond just work. The internet instantly exploded with reactions, memes, and questions about what he really meant. Did Blake just confirm a family connection with Kelly? Or was it just another one of his perfectly timed country jokes? Whatever it was, it revealed something deeper about their friendship, one that's been built over years of laughter, support, and shared struggles. The whole thing happened during a recent taping of The Kelly Clarkson Show in May 2025. The atmosphere in the studio was electric even before the cameras started rolling. Fans filled the seats, chatting excitedly, ready for a fun reunion between two of TV's most beloved personalities. Kelly walked on stage in a bright blue power suit, glowing with her usual confidence and charm. Moments later, Blake stepped out in jeans, cowboy boots, and his signature denim jacket, flashing that mischievous grin that always promises something funny. As soon as they started talking, the jokes flew fast. Kelly teased him about his song Texas, reminding him that he was actually from Oklahoma, not Texas. The audience erupted in laughter, loving their natural chemistry. But then Blake leaned forward with a smirk and dropped the line that stunned everyone. "Kelly and I are so related, we probably share a toothbrush." For a split second, the crowd froze, unsure how to react. Then came a wave of laughter, so loud, the studio shook. Kelly doubled over, laughing until tears rolled down her cheeks. She could barely talk, and Blake just stood there, smiling proudly like he'd just pulled off the perfect prank. What made it special was that it wasn't scripted. It was a genuine, spontaneous moment that reminded everyone why their friendship feels so real. Within minutes of the episode airing, social media exploded. Fans shared the clip millions of times, flooding Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram with reactions. Some joked, "Did Blake just say they share a toothbrush?" While others started connecting the dots, trying to figure out if there was a real family link. One user wrote, "They act like siblings, it all makes sense now." Another asked, "Does related mean something different in Oklahoma?" Even Blake's publicist joined in the fun, posting just a cowboy hat emoji on X, formerly Twitter. The reason it went viral wasn't just the humor, it was the honesty. In a world where most celebrity moments are carefully planned, Blake's casual comment felt real. There were no clarifications, no denials, and no press statements. It was pure, unfiltered fun, and fans loved every second of it. And although Blake wasn't being literal, his comment touched on something that has been true for years. He and Kelly are connected in ways deeper than blood. Through the music industry, mutual friends, and shared life experiences. That's what made his toothbrush joke so funny and meaningful at the same time. Of course, the truth is that Blake and Kelly aren't actually related. When he said they were, he was talking about the incredibly close and connected world of Nashville, where everyone knows everyone, and careers overlap constantly. Kelly's ex-husband, Brandon Blackstock, is the son of Narvel Blackstock, who was Blake's longtime manager. That one link alone put Blake and Kelly in the same professional circle long before The Voice even began. Over the years, their teams, songwriters, and producers have often been the same. The people who helped record Blake's chart-topping songs were often the same ones behind Kelly's early demos. In the country and pop world, that kind of overlap is common, but it also creates long-lasting relationships. Blake wasn't joking when he said they share so much. In a way, They really do. Their lives have been intertwined for nearly 2 decades, from Nashville events to award shows, music festivals, and studio sessions. This constant crossing of paths built a friendship that goes beyond business. It's why their chemistry on screen feels effortless. When they tease each other, it's not scripted or fake, it's two people who've known each other's highs and lows, laughing their way through the chaos. To really understand how deep their connection goes, we have to go back to the early 2000s, long before Kelly was a TV host and Blake was a household name. In those early days, both of them were chasing dreams in a competitive industry that doesn't always play fair. Nashville was a small town full of big talent, and everyone knew each other. Blake, already getting attention for songs like Austin, was part of the country circuit, while Kelly was finding her post-American Idol voice, performing raw rock-inspired sets in tiny bars. One night, in a smoky Nashville club, Blake reportedly heard Kelly perform and was blown away. From that night on, their paths kept crossing, sometimes professionally, sometimes just by chance. What started as mutual respect between two artists slowly turned into friendship. They would bump into each other at award shows, industry events, and later, on The Voice. Where their connection truly shined, their banter wasn't rehearsed. Their laughter wasn't forced. It came from years of understanding what it means to work hard, face criticism, and survive the ups and downs of fame. Behind the laughter, their friendship has weathered serious storms. Kelly Clarkson has always been known for her honesty, whether it's speaking her mind on air or standing up for her beliefs in the music industry. That honesty sometimes made headlines for the wrong reasons. When she released her 2007 album, My December, Kelly fought against her record label to keep it true to her vision. Industry legend Clive Davis publicly criticized her, calling her difficult, and her image took a hit. While others stayed silent, Blake quietly reached out, sending messages of support. Later, in 2018, when Kelly caused controversy after saying in an interview that she occasionally spanked her kids, something many parents do but few celebrities admit, social media erupted in criticism. Once again, Blake didn't make public statements. He simply sent her a text, saying she was a great mum. That's how their friendship works. She faces things head-on. He stays calm and loyal in the background. Then came 2023, when the Kelly Clarkson Show faced reports about a toxic work environment. Though the investigation cleared Kelly personally, it was still a tough period for her image. Around that time, pizza trucks mysteriously began showing up at the studio on Fridays, paid for by someone in Nashville. Fans suspected it was Blake's quiet way of supporting her, not through words, but through kindness. The difference between Blake and Kelly is what makes their friendship so strong. Kelly is fiery, outspoken, and fearless. She says what's on her mind. Blake, on the other hand, is relaxed, funny, and steady, the kind of guy who doesn't panic, even when everything around him gets messy. Together, they balance each other perfectly. He knows when to joke and when to stay quiet. She knows when to call him out and when to let his humor shine. That's why their connection feels so genuine. It's built on years of laughter, loyalty, and shared experience. Fans don't just love watching them because they're famous. They love watching them because their friendship feels real. It reminds people of that one friend who's always there, the one who teases you, supports you, and stands by you no matter what. So when Blake said they were so related they could share a toothbrush, it wasn't just a joke. It was his way of saying that their lives, careers, and even their families are so closely connected that they might as well be family. When that line went viral, fans took things to another level. TikTok was full of remixes, memes, and reenactments. One clip showed two co-workers joking, POV. Your work bestie is also your cousin's ex's neighbor's former boss, making fun of how complicated Nashville's music world really is. Twitter polls asked whether Blake and Kelly were more like siblings or secret soulmates, and nearly 3/4 of fans chose siblings. Even Kelly's mum joined in, commenting under a fan video with laughing emojis. Then, something even bigger happened. Fans started demanding a duet. During that same interview, Kelly challenged Blake, saying, If they were so related, they should sing together again. Blake laughed and said he'd do it, but only if he got to yodel. That one exchange turned into the viral hashtag #AODEL with Kelly, which quickly took over social media. Fans began begging for a collaboration, posting fake album covers, fan art, and video edits of the two singing together. Some even started petitions online, urging their teams to make it happen. It wasn't the first time fans wanted it, but after Blake's related comment, the excitement was bigger than ever. Blake and Kelly have actually talked about working together before. Back in 2012, Blake told Billboard that he wanted to sing with Kelly before We're Too Old to Remember the Words. That joke has now come full circle. What many fans don't realize is how much Blake Shelton and Kelly Clarkson have influenced each other's lives behind the scenes. While their on-screen jokes make great TV, the off-screen friendship is where the real magic lies. In several interviews, both stars have talked about how much they've learned from one another. Kelly has often said that Blake helped her stay grounded during difficult years, especially when she was adjusting to life as a single mom after her divorce. Blake, who's no stranger to heartbreak himself, understood her pain better than most. After his divorce from Miranda Lambert, he went through his own emotional roller coaster, and Kelly was one of the few people who knew what to say. Instead of giving big emotional speeches, she would just listen, laugh, and remind him of who he was before fame took over. Likewise, Blake helped Kelly laugh again when she needed it most. That's the heart of their connection, not fame or fortune, but mutual understanding through life's ups and downs. Their friendship grew even stronger after Blake left The Voice in 2023. For years, fans had seen them side by side, exchanging playful jabs and turning every moment into a viral meme. When Blake announced his exit, many wondered if that would be the end of their on-screen chemistry, but it wasn't. Kelly later shared on her show that she still texts Blake almost every week. She said, "It's weird not seeing him in that big red chair, but I can still hear him teasing me in my head." Blake responded in an interview with ET Online, saying, "Kelly's like my sister that I can't get rid of, and I'm lucky for that." It's these little glimpses of sincerity that make fans adore them even more. In a world where most celebrity friendships fade once the cameras stop rolling, theirs continues to grow stronger, reminding everyone that real friendships last beyond television. One of the most heartwarming things about Blake and Kelly is how much they support each other's families. When Kelly's children, River Rose and Remington, visited the Voice set, Blake reportedly treated them like his own. He let them press the red buttons, run around the stage, and even helped them prank their mum during commercial breaks. Kelly once joked on air that her kids love Uncle Blake more than they love me. To which Blake proudly replied, "They've got good taste." In return, Kelly has always been close with Gwen Stefani, Blake's wife. Despite what some tabloids try to suggest, there's never been tension between them. In fact, Kelly once called Gwen a beautiful soul and said she's the perfect match for Blake. It's that open-hearted honesty that keeps their friendship clean, no jealousy, no rumors, just pure mutual respect. Even fans noticed how Kelly stood up for Blake when online trolls tried to mock his relationship with Gwen. During a Q&A, a fan asked if she thought Blake had changed since marrying Gwen. Kelly immediately shot back, "Yeah, he's happier, and that's all that matters." That one line captured how she's always had his back, both publicly and privately. The story of Blake and Kelly isn't just about two stars who became friends. It's about two different worlds colliding beautifully. Blake represents old-school country charm, slow living, and southern wit. Kelly, on the other hand, comes from the pop world, fast-paced, outspoken, and bold. Yet somehow, they meet in the middle. Their chemistry works because they celebrate their differences instead of hiding them. On The Voice, that balance became their secret weapon. When a contestant would struggle, Kelly would encourage them with emotion and detail, while Blake would crack a joke to calm their nerves. They balanced each other like yin and yang. Even contestants noticed it. One singer from season 16 said, "It didn't feel like judges competing, it felt like family helping." That's exactly what fans saw too. Every eye roll, every joke, every mock argument, It was all part of a genuine bond between two people who respected each other deeply. And that's why,